Have you ever thought about getting a Reiki or any other kind of energy healing? Have you ever thought, I wish Jesus would just part the clouds, come down and heal me of any ailments that are in my body? If this sounds like you, I'm going to share something you need to know about healings. My name's Ashley Samborski, and I'm currently offering a healing service. And one thing I'm going to say to all my clients is you have to understand that the healing aspect is just one piece of the pie. Before Jesus healed anyone, he would say to them, "What have you learned and what has your illness taught you?" And the reason for that is because if the person could not, give him a solid answer to that question, he wouldn't heal them because he knew that the healing would temporarily work. But if the individual continued down the same path that got them to where they were in the first place, that led to the healing, that it was just going to come back. In 2015, I went to my first meditation 1 year after attempting to, and Archangel Michael appeared and showed me that was no longer an option. And I found myself surrounded by intuitive individuals and healers. And to date, I've had well over 100 Reiki healings and energy healings of different sorts. And in 2015, I went to this one meditation where, I was at a low point of my life. I didn't feel like I had the motivation to continue going. I didn't believe that I could heal and get to a place where I was much happier. And I ran into this woman who, was a little bit older than me. And she brought me in and treated me like I was one of her own children. She motivated me to keep going and inspired me that indeed I could heal, get to a place where I was much happier. And years later, she came down with the same thing that ended up taking my mom's life. And I started performing healings on her. And one day she went on vacation, and when she came back, the doctors had told her that her condition had completely disappeared. In 2020, when the big C word struck the planet, she kind of fell out of touch because, she didn't want anyone who didn't have the what to be coming around her. And eventually her ailment came back and ended up taking her life. Now, why did this happen? There's multiple reasons. For one, my energy no longer being around her. But the main thing was she continued with the same diet that got her there in the first place, eating fast food and having a fear that this thing would return. Those two things made it return. So as someone that's starting a healing practice of my own, I'm going to make sure that all my clients know that if you're not willing to put in the work to change what got you there in the first place, you're just throwing out your money, because you could be healed, but if you're going to continue with the same diet, the same negative thought process day in, day out, carrying the same fear, then there's no point you getting a healing. This is something you need to know. If you're interested in healings, ashleysamborski.com, links in the bio will take you right there. Think about hitting that like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.